Good morning, everyone. How's everyone finding it so far? Oh, nice. I like the energy. My name's Minh. I've been with Amazon for 6 years, and I look after the automotive category, helping selling partners just like yourself to sell on Amazon. Last year, I had the honor to be the host, and I don't know if I did a good or bad enough job. I'm not your MC for today, but I do get the honor and privilege to host your first panel around fulfillment. Now, fulfillment is a big thing, right? And it's everything, and that's especially true when it comes to my household. And that's because of my wife. Nowadays, if a package doesn't come right now, later today, or tomorrow, the household is in complete disarray. And when I say the household, my wife. And we need to get into the car right now and go find that package. So if anyone knows a thing or two about fulfillment, it's me. So we just heard from Ivan about all the benefits about how FBA can help your business, and it can really help to accelerate 2-day shipping, 1-day shipping to most of Australia. But there's no better way to kind of help you visualize that, hearing from businesses both big and small, just like yourself. So I would like to give a warm welcome to our panelists. First up, Michelle from GiftWrap, one of our Launchpad Innovation Grant winners. Next up, we have Armin from family-owned pharmaceutical business Sudox to come to the stage. A little bit late on the music cue. Next up, we have Michelle, who just flew in from sunny Gold Coast today to join us on the panel. And finally, we have Alex Perner, came back from a trip from LA yesterday, a little bit jet lagged, from Britta to join us on the panel. Morning all, how are we feeling?
Okay, good.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. All right. Start off, I would like to give each of you to give a quick introduction about yourself, your business, and how long you've been selling on Amazon. Michelle, I'm going to start with you.
Hi, my name's Michelle Lillicrap, and I have a brand called Locker Room. Our brand is based around recovery products for athletes and active people, and also for people who don't actually do much exercise and sit at a desk all day. My husband's a physio, and initially we were trying to find a product that we could sell when what he did was provide professional services. So we created this range of products, and then we really needed somewhere to actually sell our products. In Australia, we had our own website, but because my husband worked in professional sport, we were very lucky in that the athletes that were using our products would go off and play sport around the world. So we had a ready-made international market as people took our products overseas. We had no way of actually getting into those markets. And that's when we started our journey on Amazon in America. So we actually have come the other way around. We started our products in America on FBA, and then we came round to Australia and put them on Australia when FBA became available here.
Fantastic. I love a family-owned business. I'm going to bounce to you. You're another family-owned business. How did you start, or how long have you been selling on Amazon? And tell us a little bit about your business.
So we've been selling on Amazon for just over 2 years now. The company was founded in 2011. It's a pharmaceutical company. We focus on introducing innovative healthcare products to the market. For example, a range of pain relief creams and period ranges. Traditionally, we used to always go to retailers and to wholesalers, and we figured that we're missing on a big opportunity here. And so we were looking at places like Amazon so we can go directly to the consumer. Ever since joining, it's been a major success for us, and we've reached customers that we wouldn't have otherwise had.
Fantastic. Going on to small business, going to you, Michelle, from GiftWrap. Tell us a little bit about your business and how long you've been on Amazon.
Hey guys, I'm Michelle from GiftWrap. GiftWrap is gift wrapping paper, or gift wrap, that gives to charity. So $1 from every product that is sold is donated to our charity partners. We work with Starlight, Children's Cancer Foundation, RSPCA, and Gotcha for Life, which is a mental health. Honestly, we're really new. We only started December, like the business only started last year in December as a soft launch, and we spent a bit of time testing the market, validating the concept, and in May this year, we were really lucky enough to win the Amazon Innovation Launchpad grant. From there, we just started selling. So it's only been about, maybe 40, 50 days on FBA, and I guess even from a small business point of view, having only been there for such a short period of time, there's a massive difference in the amount of ease in your workload and also the efficiency that you get from selling via FBA. So early days, but good things so far.
Amazing. I love it. Early days. I want to switch this to someone who's been around with us for a little bit longer.
Yes, hi
Alex.
everyone. My name is Alex and I work for a company called Britta. So we were already a well-established company in Australia for about 30 years, and we sold through all the main sort of brick and mortar channels already. So Amazon was really sort of our natural next step into the e-commerce space. And we've been selling since August 2018. So I believe Amazon launched in December 2017. So we'll probably, 6 months afterwards. I think the difference for us was that we sort of dipped our toes in there. We're a bit sort of not sure how it was going to work. And in fact, the first month we sold a whopping $98 worth. But, since then, the way that Amazon has worked for us has been extraordinary. I mean, we've had sort of double-digit growth every year. COVID certainly helped, but even since then, we've sort of consolidated that growth and kept going. So, even this year with all the cost of living challenges where, finding growth has been quite tricky, Amazon really is the shining star where, we're still experiencing double-digit growth. So it's really been great for Britta and for the brand. And just for a shameless plug, if you want sort of delicious tasting water straight out of your kitchen tap, please feel free to type Britta into Amazon and buy yourselves a jug and a few filters.
Always love a shameless plug, but I'm glad that you're making more than $98 now. I'm going to actually shift gears to our topic on today around fulfillment. First up, I'm going to pass it off to Michelle from GiveWrap. What motivated you to use Fulfilment by Amazon?
So, as I mentioned before, GiveWrap is obviously a very new brand, a new product, and nothing's actually existed like this before. Gift wrapping on its own, as a product, has always existed, but we are a relatively new concept. We're giving to charity at the same time. So what we found as a bit of a challenge in the early days is how do you get this product readily available and in front of your customers as soon as possible? And we tested many different things. We did our those little markets. We're also talking to different, maybe, retail stores. But when it came to Amazon, you essentially get in front of your customers literally the next day by having your products readily available, and easily delivered within 1 or 2 business days. So for us, the biggest motivation was always the efficiency, but also the time and cost saving that we were getting. As a small business, I don't know how many of you guys are small business owners or started as a small business, but for us, there's only 3. And I work full-time, 24/7 on it, and you have to do digital marketing, you have to have relationships with your suppliers, operations, the list is absolutely endless. And honestly, my background didn't come from anything like this. Me and my co-founders, we met through advertising, and my background was in finance. So all of a sudden I was thrown in the deep end and was told, start selling and find a way to reach your customers and make money. So for me, it was pretty much a no-brainer to do something like Amazon. It required a bit of investment and time up front. I still remember the day when we found out that we obviously won the grant, and we were told, hey, by the way, you got 2 weeks to get onto the FBA program. So we were in the warehouse up until 3 or 4 a.m., putting the packaging together, putting the products together, but also researching and finding out from competitor products, or at least the same sort of products, gift wrapping and having a look to see what they were doing and how they were being sent, to the customer. So for us, it was a great learning curve, but it's really well worth it when you do your background research and do the tutorials that are even on the Amazon platform. It makes your life so much easier. And for me, I don't regret it at all. I don't really love pick and packing, so having someone else do it for me has been a dream.
Fantastic. I'm going to pass it on to you. Family-owned business. You started back in 2011. I can imagine picking and packing and shipping is a big part of your business.
Yeah.
What motivated you to use FBA?
So we traditionally started by using our own service, so our own fulfillment service. We'd get the order from Amazon, we'd pick it, pack it, and manage all the customer service if there's any returns or anything like that. And we realized that it's taking a lot of time, and it's not a very easy thing to do. So we started looking at different avenues. We looked at some 3PL services, and then I found that there was an FBA service. Ever since joining FBA, our costs have decreased significantly in terms of fulfillment. Also, it frees up time for us to focus on the things that we do best, which is new products, the marketing, optimizing our listings, and things like that as well. And our customers have that guarantee that they're going to receive the order very quickly, which is really, really important in a post-COVID world where everyone's used to quick fulfillment. So yeah, it's been really good for us using FBA.
Fantastic. And then I'm going to pass it to you, Alex, just on the piece around making it easier for you, optimizing your listings, and just kind of focusing more on the fulfillment piece. What kind of made you jump onto FBA?
Yeah, so, you don't want to sort of spend half your day just packing and picking orders. You want to sort of work on your business. So you want to focus on your listings, your marketing, your brand, and FBA just sort of unlocked all that time for us. Additionally, FBA also allowed us to use sort of all the tools that Amazon allows you to use for all those growth levers. So it allows you to participate in those major sales events, the Black Fridays, the Prime Days, the Boxing Day events. That's where you really get those huge uplifts in sales, and it's really important for your brand. Additionally, it just lowers your fulfillment costs. I mean, they have really competitive rates, so your margins get better, and there's virtually just little downside in using FBA. So it's been a real game changer for us.
Fantastic. Lastly, Michelle from Locker Room, I think, you obviously started in the US. Tell me a little bit about what motivated you to use FBA in the US, and then I guess how that scaled to Australia.
Well, like the other small businesses on the stage, we had a very small team and we were doing everything. And then we had to try and work out how it was going to be possible to be distributing and selling our products in another country. Obviously, we didn't have a team over there, and we were looking for a 3PL option as well. And it was a natural progression for us to investigate Amazon. We were selling through our own channel, but we had no way of meeting this market without having someone who was going to do that work for us. So we investigated Amazon's FBA program, and we have been selling it in America for about 8 years. So it's been a long journey for us, but we look at Amazon as part of our sales team. They're absolutely part of the Locker Room team, and they're one of our channels, and any sales that go through Amazon FBA are our sales, obviously, but our team in America is working for us. So it was a natural progression for us when we decided to look back at Amazon in Australia. We wanted to be able to reach the market here as easily as we'd met the market overseas. And so we then went, we'll bring another team on board, and that would be the Amazon FBA team here in Australia. So we don't consider it to be something different to us. Amazon FBA is part of the Locker Room team, and we sell to our customers through various different channels. And in America and in Australia here, those are very important channels for us to be able to meet our customers who are using the channel to look for products that they need.
Fantastic. Just touching on that piece around fulfilling that customer demand, I'm going to pass it to you. How has FBA supported your business?
Well, for example, in Prime Day, in the 1 or 2 days, we received orders that we wouldn't normally have in a full week. And so for us to pick and pack all those in one day and deliver them to our customers would have been virtually impossible. So by having it there in FBA, it made life very easy because we have the guarantee that the customer will receive their order, and if anything is to go wrong, Amazon will be able to resolve the situation, which frees up time for us. And to touch on your point of competitiveness on pricing, like a small box to go from Sydney to WA, for example, can cost anywhere to $15, plus the wages to pack that, etc. Amazon for us can do it for anywhere between $6 to $11. So it's very, very competitive in that space as well.
Fantastic. So there's the cost savings with fulfillment fees. I'm going to pass it back to you, Alex, just on growth, on deal events and things like that. I think you've seen some success there. So how has FBA supported your business?
Yeah, so like I said, it unlocks the ability to participate in the major sales events. So, Amazon never ceases to surprise me. So, we had that huge surge during COVID, and I thought, surely it can't get much bigger than this. And then Prime Day just a couple of months ago, or when was it, June or July, just grew another 40% from last year. So, the uplifts just continue. And Amazon does a great job in, driving so much traffic to their website. So, I mean, if you went onto any major news site in the country during the Prime Day, they basically have the full banners. So, and you don't have to pay for any of that. So I think just, the uplifts are there. More and more people continue to shop on Prime and become Prime members. So I don't see any downside in the future either.
Fantastic. Shifting it to you, Michelle from GiveWrap. 50 days on the platform. How has FBA supported your business?
Like I said, I think for us the biggest win has definitely been the ability to tell our customers that you can get it last minute. So gift wrap or gift wrapping products, naturally you buy it when you're buying a gift or you're going out there and you're buying it last minute for a certain occasion. How are we going to get in front of people and be able to sell their products and tell them about it at a point where they were ready to buy? And honestly, FBA Amazon was the exact answer for us. So knowing that we could actually tell our customers, hey, buy a gift, buy your wrapping paper at the same time, or buy it last minute because I know you probably have that birthday party that you forgot about tomorrow. Any of those instances, which, it just for our business was really integral to delivering the correct customer experience. So again, it's just been, most importantly, a way to actually tap into the market that we knew that we needed to get into, but also at the same time, just as these guys said, like a small business, you're counting every dollar and every day that you're alive. And in these days, it's really hard. Costs of supplies are going up, and we're learning that all in one go. In probably the worst time possible. But it's knowing that you've got, I guess, support behind you with Amazon Fulfilment. It just helps. It really does.
Fantastic. Michelle, other Michelle, I'm going to pass it back to you. Just on things like inventory planning and how you get your stock into the warehouse. How do you think about that?
Well, I'm very excited to learn something new today, that Amazon is working on that inbounding process where they're going to be able to pick up stock from your warehouse or your centre and take it to Amazon Prime. That's a very exciting thing for me because, of course, obviously it reduces costs of us inbound shipping, but also I think just having Amazon, the Amazon team creating those innovations. So as a small business, you're having to learn what you need to know about shipping, moving stock around and getting things in places. But if Amazon has my back and Amazon's creating these new programs and processes and then coming to me as a seller and saying, hey, we've got your back and we're supporting you, and we've talked to our other sellers and we found that this is something that you need and we're putting it into place for you, I think that's an exceptionally good advantage for my business, because that's something that I I need to reduce those costs of inbounding to get my products to Amazon. I need to reduce all of those things. And if I've got the collective strength of other sellers and the Amazon program to do that, then of course that's supporting my business, and I'm going to want to support Amazon. I love that idea that they've got our back and that they're going to let me know if they've come up with something that's going to support me as one of their important sellers on the program.
Fantastic. Glad to hear that you're going to enjoy the
I
program.
can't wait. I'm very excited about that.
Love the excitement. Alex, I want to pass it to you. Big business like yours. How do you guys think about channel management, inventory planning, and making sure you have enough stock?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, for us, it's a bit different where, we do our forecasting for each account. We're always thinking sort of 12 to 14 weeks ahead because of lead times from our manufacturing facilities overseas. The good thing about using Amazon FBA is that, if there is, you're able to, hold quite a lot of inventory within their fulfillment center. So if there is sort of, a surge in sales which you weren't expecting, you can sort of almost have what you call safety stock in their warehouse. So it allows you a bit of flexibility. If there's a delay of your shipment at the port or something where you need that extra time, where you can just sort of, stuff the Amazon fulfillment center with a bit extra stock. But typically, we're probably in a lucky position where we've got our own Amazon account manager. So if we need sort of a priority booking, we can sort of get one, just pick up the phone and get one pretty quickly. But Amazon's always there to help and to assist you with that stuff. So it's probably a bit different for us because being a bit of a global company than you guys.
Fantastic. Armin, I want to pass it to you. I know that you mentioned, obviously, the uplift in sales, didn't expect that. In inventory planning, how do you guys think about that?
Yeah, so we do a lot of manufacturing for our own products. So we have to forecast at least 12 months in advance. We've had situations where we do get very, very low on stock for our customers, and we actually just can refer them onto Amazon because we always, as you do as well, we always have a little bit extra stock in Amazon's fulfillment centers. In terms of the process of getting stock there, it's quite easy. You just book it with a courier to where it needs to go. If it's Sydney Metro for us, we just deliver it ourselves in one of the trucks. The whole process is very, very easy. It's like a normal customer that you would deliver to. It's all quite easy on our end.
Fantastic. I love everyone saying the same words, the ease of it. Michelle, final one. I guess with being on the business again 50 days, how do you go about inventory planning?
Big question mark. Finger in the air, honestly. Small business, starting off obviously very early, you don't really know what the demand is. You can sort of try to plan as much as you can. And for us, being gift wrapping, our products are very seasonal, or at least the majority or the bulk of our goods are going to be sold during Christmas time. So we're planning heavily for that. But at the same time, I think the benefit of FBA, and also I think like what everyone else here has mentioned, the ease and I guess the ability to have your products stored there, not knowing when the peaks and troughs are going to be. So for us, we're actually collecting that data as we do this for the first time. We're learning when people are purchasing the products for, depending on when those peaks and troughs naturally occur. And at the same time, it's actually quite nice that you get to make sales in your sleep. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, something, an order's come through and I don't have to do anything about it. So I don't know what else to say. Probably just the ease of it all has been like a tremendous support.
Fantastic. So I think we're just at time now, but I love that, we've heard very common themes from all our panelists today, all the different benefits, all the costs, all the efficiencies. But if there's like three things that I want you all to kind of leave today with is, I think the first thing is that piece around efficiency, just having that, that stock in our fulfillment center, managing it, and you don't really have to think about the fulfillment piece. It really gives you the time back to focus on your business, right? And the things that are important to your business. So whether it be marketing, whether it be new products, or whether it just be building your brand, either on Amazon or off Amazon, it gives you back that time. The second piece is, I think Marcos touched on it, Ivan touched on it, but that delivery experience And when a customer receives it, it becomes synonymous to your brand, right? And people think about that when they purchase a product, right? They think about the product itself, but they also think about, did it come at a good time? And finally, if it's not for any of the things I've just mentioned just then, at least just think about all the people like myself who you can save the time from having to chase down packages for their household. Let's give a warm welcome to our panelists. I mean, not a warm welcome, a warm thank you to our panelists.